Hey everybody, welcome back to Roll for Fun. It is Tuesday night, so you know what that means. It is time for our live campaign. I was glancing over to make sure that everything is working on the stream. Technical difficulties, that's what we do. But we're good, we're live. Thank you for being here and having a good time with us tonight. Let's see. No real announcements tonight, except for the normal, of course, as always. Thank you to Devin Knight, amazing token artist. Let me zoom in on this map here so you can see some of the awesome token art that he did courtesy for this. Link below here on Twitch. Just click on that, check out his awesome artwork, tell him we sent you, all that good stuff. What else? Discord, Patreon, all that good stuff. If you have a little bit of good time with us, if you enjoy what we do, if you want to support the positivity and the awesomeness of Roll for Fun, please feel free to do so. It's very much appreciated. This is all for, well, our enjoyment, of course, but also you guys. And girls, and folks, and everything else. Trying to be better about that. Guys is a southern thing. Let's see what else. Nothing. Absolutely nothing else, except it is time to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Before we start, is any players? Anything in particular? I know I'm going to ask you guys beforehand. No announcements? Good to go? Everybody's happy? Awesome. Alright, so let's jump in to tonight's session of Roll for Fun. When we last left off, the brave adventurers met up with Kira at the Sour Vintage. You met your traveling companions. You were introduced to each other. Each of you had your own reputation built up in your own way from your notable deeds in the past. Kira brought you all together because she sensed a greatness in each of you. She loved to tell your story. She thought you'd make for a great traveling companion, and all the other things she told you all. You came together, you met each other, and you found at the Sour Vintage the beginning of your quest. A massive, intelligent, cunning boar had been rampaging across the countryside nearby here in the heartlands of Thylea. There's many, many villages, many, many dead, completely destroyed and wrecked by this monstrous beast. So, Kira asked you all to prove your worth, prove yourselves as the oracles of the Chosen One, the Chosen Ones of the Oracle, and slay this beast and sacrifice it to the gods, as is all proper. Along the way, traveling there in the early morning before the sun ever rose, you came across a tent covered in blood and a monstrous griffin tearing apart and devouring this hapless victim's riding horse. You chose to go ahead and engage to rid the countryside of this murderous beast, and with a little bit of luck, you were able to successfully slay the monster and continue on your path, following the trail. The trail eventually led to a cave in the foothills, there in the Heartlands. You attempted to set a trap with some illusory magic and a little bit of griffin meat, but the beast saw through your ruse and burst out into the foggy area around you, impaling one hunter instantly, killing the second one before turning its sights on all of you. Its strange magic bewildered a couple of you, but despite many bruises and injuries and getting knocked around a little bit, ultimately the day was yours, and you sacrificed the boar on a funeral pyre to the god Pythor. And that is where we left off. Now, as you can see, we have a new player with us tonight. Our previous player, who you all know as Patrick, there was a scheduling conflict and things like that, and we just decided to amicably part ways, so he went off to better adventures, and now we have Austin, who is going to be playing a new character tonight. And just at this moment, as you're standing there around the funeral pyre, the boar's body smoldering in the flames, the dark, ashy smoke rising up and parting the clouds here just beneath the noon sky. Kira leans over and says, "Well, do you see that now? There's a person, I think, over in the shadows of the cave, just there. I could have swore I saw it move." And as you all glance over, you do in fact see a humanoid creature standing just inside the cave on the right-hand side, melding in very, very expertly with the shadows. He seems to be careful not to be seen, but it appears to be, you get the sense that it's looking out at you and taking in all that has transpired recently.
Oh, come on, darling, we don't bite.
Well, I would have helped you guys, but I wasn't sure if I should step in or not.
Are you coming out, or are you going to stay there in the dark?
Just give me a minute and
Thanks.
checking you guys out just a little bit more.
Can we see him any better now, or is he still, like, in the shadows?
If he hasn't moved, then he is very much in shadow. Just, you can make out the outline of a humanoid figure. A little bit, well, probably about the same height as Lycus.
Oh, okay.
Does his silhouette look at all like... silhouette-wise, does he look more like myself, or does he look more like Lycus?
It's really hard to tell in the shadows. You can see, like, the head and the shoulders kind of a thing, and that there's a figure there, but you can't really make out anything.
Right. By any chance, does the boar still have any tusks left? I think one broke off, but is there still one?
One kind of broke in half, and so that piece is on the ground, over where the majority of the fight took place, away from this little funeral pyre arrangement. The other one, yes, is currently burning in the flames along with the rest of the body.
I'd like to go pick up the one that got broken off.
Okay. You have about a good 8 inches of thick, cracked, old, weathered, bony tusk. Yellowish and bloodstained.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely holding on to this for a trophy.
Okay, you got it.
And is there anything left of the hunters?
There is. One has a giant hole in his torso from the gore tusk. And the other one, he kind of got if you remember, he got sideswiped by the tusk and kind of just crumpled on the ground, so his body is kind of at a very odd, uncomfortable angle. But generally, their equipment and clothes and things like that seem to be intact.
By any chance, does one have a bow?
They both have short bows. They both have short bows and an assortment of arrows. Probably about 10 left at this point, considering the fighting that was happening. They both have spears. They have regular kind of traveling hunter-style clothing, browns and greens and things like that. And they have some random herbs and rations and so a little bit of coin on them, but that's pretty much it. They were traveling very light.
I'd like to get a new spear.
Okay. Grabbing a spear is easy.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm just gonna leave bodies alone. No need to stick too much from the dead.
I'll drag the hunters' bodies over to the pier that we built for the boar, just so we can not leave corpses lying around for scavengers or whatever. Give them some kind of dignified burial. But I am muttering about their incompetence and lack of skill. They couldn't back up like everything they were talking, so not impressed, but I'm still willing to bury them with dignity.
You got it. You're as soon as our friend joins us or attacks us, whatever it may be. Hey, we have more things to do. There's something I'd like to talk to you about, except I'd kind of rather do it after this situation has resolved itself.
I mean, if you guys want to start talking, we can start talking, and I'm like starting to come out of the shadows.
Okay.
You guys seem like alright folks.
Are we all right? Are we all right? This is... We are the most magnificent of all. We are more than all right. Are you all right?
What do we see?
As he steps into the dim sunlight filtering through the clouds, there's a creature, appears to be a satyr from the fact that you can see his legs and hooves coming out the bottom of his clothing. His clothing itself is all dark, various straps and buckles and things like that on it. A dark hood and cloak cover the majority of his body, but you see him wielding a small shield in his offhand and a very, very wicked-looking spear in his main hand, kind of using as a walking stick as he approaches you, his chin up a little bit, taking in the scene and looking at you as he addresses you all.
I call out, "Brother!" And I like run out. I whip out the wineskin, and I'm like, "Hey!" And I like.
I'm like, hey.
As I'm like, I drink some on the way, and then I'm like,
Hey.
Yeah, no, yeah. You want some? Don't tell them. No, don't tell
I'll
them.
take some wine, but need to mellow out just a bit.
Okay.
Just meeting you guys.
Yeah, no worries. I walk on side him, like pat him on the back, and be like, "That's my new brother right here."
It's always nice to find another centaur out in the wild. Satyr out in the wild.
Oh, it's okay. We got one of those too. The horsey
Yeah,
thingies right there. Yo, she's a wild one.
Yeah,
She's a Mustang.
I saw
Oh,
the
you're out of
wild
kicking
crack
distance.
that you landed on that boar last night.
You like that? You like that? I had to sacrifice myself to save this party, and I was blessed by Kira herself for that noble action, and yeah, they all owe me.
In the distance, you cannot see it, but Euron is rolling her eyes so hard.
Yeah, because I totally
kind of
would have
looks over.
Everyone would have heard it.
He
Like,
just kind
I
of
wanted
looks
to make
over.
sure.
Just looks over at I know. It's just kind of like.
I'm gonna make sure I underline that part in the story, of course.
I'll write that part for you. And I immediately like grab out my scroll and start scribbling in there about my noble feat, launching myself 30 feet from the air, atop this massive 75-foot boar. The math never adds up, but nobody cares about the semantics.
So, tell me, traveler, how have you found yourself in the very cave of the beast which was terrorizing an entire region? As she addresses you, Ionis.
Well, I meant to get here earlier, but I kind of got held up. So, I mean, I see that you guys already took care of the boar. Wish I could have helped. But, here we are.
So, you came here for the boar as well, then?
Yeah, I'd heard rumors about it. Figured it'd be another good way to get my name out there.
Of course, the slaying of the boar. Whoever happened to slay the boar shall be made famous. I'm sure you are more than welcome to partake as an observer to that wondrous feat that happened with my slaying of the boar.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Smack him on the back again. I love this guy. More wine?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Well, it seems that you're in good company then. I've never met you before, which is quite unexpected, but then Versi always did tell me to expect the unexpected. Which is kind of peculiar coming from the world's greatest prophet. But regardless, you're here now. And now that I've met you, I do sense something familiar about you. Perhaps you'd like to join us, if you have nothing else to do now that the boar has been slain.
Yeah, I think I'll tag along. You guys seem like a good crew. I've been looking for another good crew lately.
Well,
We would be happy to have you, Master. I confess I do not know your name.
Sionis.
I'm Euron. Our
Pleasure to
very
meet you
cheerful
guys.
friend here is Lycus. Which I'm amazed he has not said his name already.
Well, yeah, I mean, L-Y. See, when I'm writing this, yeah, see right here, like us. Yeah. I'll read you the story later. Yeah, like us, you got it. Go back to scribbling.
I'm surprised he doesn't assume everyone already knows it.
And this is Ina.
well,
Alright. Pleasure to
And
meet you
also,
guys.
this is Lady Kira. Although she keeps telling me not to call her lady.
not at all. I'm simply a poet. You can call me Kira, or, well, many other things. Anyway, I hope fate has brought you to us for a reason. However, hope is really unnecessary, because the next leg of our journey brings us to the Oracle herself. She is the one who sent me to gather you all, and has identified each of you, I guess you as well, Sionis, well, at least we'll find out, to be the chosen ones of the prophecy. So we can either head straight there, or we could detour back by the Sour Vintage. It's really up to you. Although I would recommend we go straight to the temple. I was supposed to receive word from her when I arrived the evening that I met you all at the Sour Vintage, and there was no message, which is very unlike her. I haven't heard from her 2 weeks now. But
Well, then let's make haste.
Yes. So if we happen to pass by a blacksmith, I believe this armor is starting to be a little lacking. This is the kind of foe we will face regularly.
well, we would be traveling straight overland. There's no villages between here or there. About a day's travel directly west to the mountain pass and forest.
I'll live.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find blacksmith eventually, right?
If your armor is quite cumbersome and bothersome with those rips and tears and slashes and shreddings, just go ahead and just discard that nonsensical. That's not necessary. Here, do you need help taking that off? I'll come. I got you.
If you touch me, I am going to put a knife in your ribs.
You know, maybe it's a little safer until we get to, yeah.
Well spoken, you are a
Yeah.
fountain of wisdom.
Wine.
I'm going to need it, yes.
Excellent. I switched the vintages. She didn't realize probably. Like I pulled the other skin out. This is like the cheap white wine, the Target
She
brand.
drinks like half of it and hands
fine.
it back.
Go ahead, girl.
Kira, stick a knife in your... Okay. Well, I guess let's be off. Actually, let us do the proper thing. We should bury or burn the dead, as is proper. And also, based on the blood trail going into that cave, there may be more bodies we can render final honors to before we leave this accursed place. If that's alright with you, this is your journey.
I believe we should make haste, but
I mean, it won't take us all that long, especially now that you've got another set of hands.
Ina will just make her way into the cave and start like loading up corpses, like fireman carry whatever she finds out. Put it onto the pier.
All right.
Yep, and I'll help her.
All right.
Try.
One of you two give me a perception check with an advantage, please.
You can go for it, love.
12.
12. All right. You see, as best you can tell from the parts, for lack of a better term, there's probably 2 which you can make out to be corpses, and then scattered bones throughout. You probably feel like it's kind of fruitless to gather all the bones. However, amongst them, in the muck and in the grime and the sticky fluid that's coating the floor of this cave, you find some coinage scattered throughout in various purses and things that haven't been completely destroyed. And you also catch a glint of light reflecting off of something in the murky water at your feet. Upon closer inspection, you reach around for a second and you feel a cylindrical piece of wood, and as you raise it up out of the water, you see that this magnificent-looking spear, although relatively ordinary, appears to have been inlaid with silver on the very edge as well.
Ooh, have I ever seen silver before?
You have seen silver. You know that it is used by those who would defend from or hunt certain types of enemies. Not too much else. Know what else you would know unless you went ahead and tried to recall that information particularly by thinking about it for a while. But
Okay. No, I'll just pick it up and carry it out. I'll give it to Euron, because she had mentioned wanting a spear. She uses a spear, so I'll give it to her.
okay. All right, so you pick up 25 gold and 37 silver in the coin purses, and you have a silvered spear, Euron. As you all bring the bodies towards the pyre, Kira pauses you for a second, takes 2 gold pieces, and puts 1 on each eye before you gingerly place them on top of the burning funeral pyre in payment for the ferryman.
Is it customary to be a gold piece? I mean, what does he need with a gold piece?
Well, it's not for him, young Lycus. It's for the ferryman, and that is, in fact, customary.
No,
I think
what about,
you know
like,
this.
No, I see. I know we have to pay the ferryman. I know that. But a whole gold? But I thought a copper won't work.
No, that's supposed to be a gold.
We want them to get all the way there, not 2 stops in and have to disembark.
Look, I don't make the rules. I just follow them, as do we all, right?
As do we all, with a very pointed look at Lycus.
As do we all.
It is the way.
We don't want to get on the gods' bad side, so I'd say
Been there, done that.
just follow everything to the letter.
I look over at Euron and I'm like,
Yeah, no, Euron was just gonna lift the hood slightly so a snake kind of pops out again. And then back on deck.
oh. Like I get so excited that I'm like, oh wait, cursed. Hold on, reel it back.
Alright. So, if there's anything you'd like to do before you get on the road, you have the time to do it. Kira seems to be kind of organizing her things and reorganizing the scrolls to get the fresher ones to the top, and her writing supplies and things like that. You see Tayron over there kind of flexing his wings and playing with his warhammer and trying to do something strange with it. Every now and then you see this kind of weird arcane energy flicker and then vanish, and he seems kind of consternated. So is there anything you'd like to do individually or as a group before you head out?
What's the hour you said? I think
It's
I
about
missed it.
midday.
About midday.
Yeah.
Euron, do you require any extra bandages, perhaps? A quick short rest?
I
And,
probably do. Yes.
I know I expended quite a great deal of energy keeping
I'm
you in
grateful
that
I'm
fight.
not dead. Thank you.
As am I. As am I. Let's go ahead and bandage you up. Because we got out of character. We're doing the healing dice, right? Rules.
The medicinal healing?
Mhm.
Yeah, you can do that. So if you have... Alright, are you talking about like a short
Not
rest?
the medicine
rolling?
kit. Yeah, I'm talking about the short rest.
Short rest, normal,
healing dice.
roll your hit dice, yes.
Okay, I didn't know. I couldn't remember if we were doing that. I didn't see that in the rules.
Yes, 100%. So yeah, y'all like take a short rest? Okay, y'all can do that. So you walk a good bit away from the boar and the stench of burning flesh and everything, a little bit upwind of it. And you find yourselves in a couple of trees that kind of gather together here amongst the largely barren plains around you with the hills. And in the shade, you rest up, bandage yourselves, and chat about whatever you can while you recover and focus on the task at hand. After about an hour and a half, Kira kind of hops up, starts stretching her legs, and looks around at you, kind of patiently waiting for you all to be ready to go.
I hop to my little legs and let's go, everybody.
Alright. So, you move out, you start tracking in the same direction as the sun, which is starting to sink in the sky before you. You can make out the glimpse and pieces of it through the sunlight, through the clouds filtering through as you head west along the plains. Several hours of walking amongst the plains, the hills rolling. You see, periodically you'll catch a glimpse of 2 or 3 centaur kind of trotting in one direction or another, or chasing down wild game along the edge of the forest as you approach. You see, flying around the mountaintops, every now and then you'll catch a glimpse of a griffin flying in low and swooping into one of their many nests up there. And you enter the forest around you. The forest that stretches out into the mountain pass. The trees are very thick and tall with bushy leaves. The undergrowth is relatively soft with kind of rounded leaves. And it's not very shadowy, it's pretty thin, allowing a good deal of light to come through. The rest of the journey into the night is relatively uneventful. As the moon starts to get higher in the sky, Kira turns to each of you and kind of stops for a second, distracted from her writing. And, well, it looks like that spot over there would be a pretty good place to bed down, unless you wanted to push through. I just don't want you to get exhausted in case Versi is in trouble.
No, I do believe that a good rest is in order.
Please.
I'll begin to start assembling, like, wood, firewood, and stuff, trying to get a camp made.
Okay. Good deal. Alright, so walk into the little clearing there. Leica starts collecting wood to make a little bit of a campsite. Kira pops down and gets her bedroll out and kind of stretches out, one knee up in the air, and she has this piece of scroll and she's just kind of writing, laying on her back, staring up at it. What are the rest of you doing, making camp?
Euron's gonna unfold her bedroll and then kind of look at the others, touch her hood and go, "Do you mind? They're getting a bit cramped." It's kind of gesture like she's gonna take her hood off.
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Just pull off the hood and kind of keep her eyes a little bit down, but the snakes will basically do the equivalent of like stretching out and then kind of nestle close.
You see where her hair should be is these really thick looking dark colored snakes of various hues, and they stretch. Some are only as short as her bangs and down to her ears, some are almost as long as her shoulders and beyond, and they kind of writhe and slowly move and then just kind of curl up nice and comfortable on her shoulders.
I kind of reach up and give them a pet. Kind of like,
It's been quite a while since I've seen one of your kind.
then you'll see more than I have. tend to avoid mirrors at this point. I've heard it's not the smartest idea.
That is fair. So on the way over here, just racking my brain trying to think. I know I've heard these people's names before. Where have I heard them before? Like, I know I've heard whispers of you.
We've gone through some of this with each other. Please tell us what you've heard.
Well, about my, satyr brother over there. Once heard that he, talked an acolyte out of her wine collection.
If not more.
Interesting. As for, our centaur friend here, heard she might not be exactly what she looks like. She, maybe something completely different. Something spiritual.
I can't tell if you mean she was a shapeshifter or that she had another vocation.
I am intrigued.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to delve too deep into it, but, yeah, she might be using a guise.
I can assure you, I very much am what I appear to be.
Alright.
Perhaps we should challenge this potential deception, and a thorough investigation must take place.
Metagame.
Right before your hand.
You have felt her hooves before already. You wish to risk that again?
No, you bring up a very good point, and like immediately my leg starts to hurt, and I just like unconsciously rub it. I'm like, I do believe that that's quite a tall tale. She is definitely at least half horse.
At this point, you realize Kira has kind of walked over by the low burning fire now up to Ina's side, and she's just kind of taking her quill pen and poking her on the side. No, she seems pretty substantial to me. But I mean, what do I know? And walks back over, sits back down.
Cyanus. I immediately go in my backpack and start ripping out scrolls, carefully ripping out scrolls. Pulling them up, like, no, a Sedanus, a Cyranus, Cyanus. I collect lots of lore and local legends and has-beens, wannabes, and up-and-comings.
Calling me has-been?
No. You're traveling with the best. You're up and coming. You're definitely in the up and coming category. I like scratch out has been as quickly as humanly or as sanely possible. Has never.
I'm not DM, but I would tell you to make a sleight of hand check there.
Has never had the opportunity, and I'm like, let's see. Oh, this is how I remember you. I remember now. Mind you, these are stories from the academy. Did you really get so drunk you woke up naked on top of a statue of Kira in the middle of town?
Kira sits up.
Oh, not you, dear. The other Kira.
Oh.
Unless there's somewhere where you have statues made, in which case I have so many questions.
I woke up on top of Kira. I didn't know those stories traveled that far. Go back to what you're doing.
Oh, darling.
Oh.
Look, I've never met her before.
Oh, like you're one to talk like us.
Not her, then.
So,
But I mean,
a statue?
I could just be a rumor. I mean, everyone knows that we satyrs like our wine.
Oh, that we do, my friend. And I pass him the wine. The good one.
Of course.
I may have heard something too, but it's not quite as entertaining as I heard you may have accidentally made a harpy omelette and got quite sick as a result.
Look, anyone who's known me for any amount of time, they know I hate harpies. So I have no idea where that one came from. But there is at least a little bit of truth to that. I do hate harpies.
No, I think it was more that you found some eggs, you tried to make breakfast, got very sick, and then found out, oops.
I mean, I don't know where that one would have come from.
Stories are fascinating, where these ones come from.
But, yeah. The only little shred of truth to that one is, harpies giving you creeps.
Tayron, do you think that was one of your cousins? No. I'm a siren. Son of Pythor. I don't have harpy cousins. Goes back to polishing his warhammer. Alright, well, I suppose. What do you all know about Percy, the Oracle? Anything?
Nothing more than the stories tell of her.
I'd hope one day I might be lucky enough to get an audience.
Well, it is your lucky day, because she would like to see each of you, as I said. It's kind of commonly known, but not universally known, that she is the daughter of Sidon, the Lord of Storms, but she's always been an ally to the mortals. I don't remember if I mentioned that or not, but you will learn more about your destiny, whatever it may be, whether you go back to your hamlets, or you, well, are actually the heroes of the prophecy. But we have to get there first. So, I think we should rest, and hopefully she's in good condition, and if not, well, I'll be here to cheer you on, to take care of whatever it is. And, yeah, that's another chapter for the story. So, I'm gonna go to sleep now, if that's okay. And leans back and closes her eyes. So, for a long rest, is there anything in particular you all would like to do for the next 8 to 10 hours? That's fine, just let me know. If you want to do a watch or not, that's fine, let me know. If you want to talk amongst each other, that's fine. Whatever you want to do, this is your time, so what would y'all like to do?
Well, if no one has any objections, I'll take first watch.
I will also take first watch.
Okay.
I think that conflicts the point of first. And then I immediately go back to...
I'm willing to wake up early.
I will take the very last watch. Preferably right before the entire camp wakes up.
I'll take the mid-watch. You hear Tyron say from the other side of the fire.
I'll take whatever is available at this point.
Okay. So...
I kind of spend the first bit before bed. I'll just kind of check in with a few of the more noticeable ones. If anyone's watching, there's a couple tiny ones like right by my ear, like like imagine like baby garter snake sort of size. And I just kind of had them like whispering softly.
Eyelash snakes.
Basically.
Awesome. Alright, so nobody else? Everybody's good? Watches? Okay. Alright, so the next 8 hours or so, y'all take your turns, hour or two here and there, watching. Nothing really strikes your interest. The moon rises and falls in the sky, the clouds move overhead. It's light breezy, the coldness of the night comes and then starts to recede slightly, just as the sun starts rising again in the east. The night was largely uneventful. As you wake up, you see Kira get up, start packing her things together. She seems to be a little more energetic this morning, kind of like she's ready to go. She quickly starts scarfing down what you guess is some pieces of salted fish or something of the sort. And she kind of walks up to each of you, kind of like, "Hey, how you doing? Go!" So I assume you all pick up camp and are heading off again.
Absolutely. I roll up my blanket, my bedroll, my second blanket, my luxury pillow, my mosquito net.
All Euron had is like a bedroll and like a thin blanket, and she's been up since dawn.
My guy is doing yoga stretches. He's so, like, happy. Like, it's just like, what a wonderful day!
Ron's doing push-ups in the corner.
Are your snakes moving with you?
Taryn flies up into
No,
the
they're
canopy.
like, imagine, like, you know how chicken heads don't move? A couple of the little ones are like still asleep and are like curled up right next to my head. So it's just a very strange looking image as a whole.
Alright. So, after Euron's done her push-ups, and Lycus has his gear, Taryn flies up over the treetops and just kind of starts wafting around on the morning breeze as you make your way further west. After another 4 or so hours, kind of meandering amongst the forest and the hills, little valleys here and there, as you pass through the mountain range, and you get much, much closer to Astoria. You're now about, you figure about halfway from the Sour Vintage to Astoria in the northwest. You see a rift in the ground, a chasm opening up a little distance in front of you, pretty wide across, about 100 feet or so at the top. And Kira walks ahead and looks out left and right as she approaches the edge of the tree line and glances back your way. And she says, "Welcome everybody to the Temple of the Oracle. After you." And she kind of waves her hand down, pointing towards the chasm. As you approach the edge, you see that there's a sheer rock face on either side, and there's a very small but relatively stable trail that kind of goes down and meanders back and forth along this almost vertical rock face. Deep down below, probably a couple dozen feet or so, you see this stream of water and this mist kind of coming off it. You see several boulders, and then you see carved in the cliff face what appears to be the opening of a temple. And I have a map.
This is totally some Secret of Mana looking shit. I love this.
And I presume we're on the right-hand side above? Yeah.
You are. This is about where the trail comes down at. This little depression here on the right-hand side.
I'll go ahead and start making my way down.
Okay. And Kira is behind you. As you all walk down, you see Taryn fly down, circle around once or twice, glance back at you, and then flap his wings and head off into the distance. He didn't say a word, just kind of went off to pursue his own adventure.
Oh, goodbye would have been nice.
I believe his share of gold now gets split between us. Fare thee well, brother.
So, as you get to the bottom, you notice on the far side of this chasm four individuals standing at the center of the portico. They are wearing bronze armor with black coats. As they glance about, they see you walking down, standing there, rigid, shield out. They each are holding a very, very long, finely crafted spear. They have breastplate armor on, and they're kind of anxiously watching you all walk down this narrow ridge. As you continue descending and the forest disappears, you feel the warm vapors rising from this stream in the middle of the chasm. The entire air around you gets very humid and misty as you realize that the water in the middle is steaming and bubbling and boiling in various places. And you feel yourself start to become drenched in sweat and start breathing heavier from the environment around you. You see the massive temple was built directly into the wall of this small canyon. And there's towering columns supporting a pediment that is carved out from the rocky cliff face itself. Upon this, you see a marble frieze depicting the Lord of Storms himself, sitting enthroned above the center of the columns with his remarkable black glaive in one hand. So, as you come down here, go ahead and whatever marching order you would have been in, however you would disperse in this immediate area, go ahead and orient yourselves there. Here it is, coming down last. But that is the scene. The soldiers are, again, standing rigid, kind of anxiously looking. Every now and then they'll glance back towards the temple and keep looking at you.
Lycus is speaking, going in absolute wonder, and he's just wow. I've heard stories, but I never thought I would actually be here and see this and lay eyes upon it.
Neuron's just pulling her hood up and just going, I would agree. Damn.
Does it look like we have to jump across these stones? Do we have to go through the river?
So the water it does seem to be extremely shallow. Maybe 1 to 2 inches at the most, but it is very hot.
It's about like 5 feet across at the narrowest point. Something like that?
Yeah, if you look just to the near where you are, you're on. Yeah. About 5-6 feet, give or take. Every now and then you'll see this little burst of steam rising up at various places, little spurts of hot air and scalding water.
Well, I'm going to try and get a running start and see if I can vault over.
Okay. Everybody sees Miron back up and then kind of spear. Do you have your spear and shield out, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Okay. Spear and shield out. And she jumps. And just as she starts to raise off of the ground, Euron, you see the steam kind of coalesce in front of your face. First, 2 silvery-looking eyes, and then this small winged creature made out of ethereal steam coalesces in front of you. I need everybody
Oops.
to roll for initiative, please.
What the shit?
Oops! 2.
1 second, I'll ask for it.
That was a nat 1.
Oh. Oh. Alright. So, 20 and above. Anybody?
20.
Oh, 20. Alright. 16 to 20? No? 11 to 15?
I got a 15.
Okay. Anybody else? No? 6 to 10? Oh, 1 to 5?
I got a 5.
Okay.
Nat 1 plus 1, so
A 2.
2.
Alright. Alright. So, as this thing coalesces in front of your face, Euron, you see this, Cyanus. And you also see 3 more of these shapes apparate, rising up from the steam. You have the initiative. What would you like to do?
Alright. I shout out to everyone, like, look, try getting back towards the wall. At least that way they can't, like, get us from behind. And then I'm just gonna scoot back a bit and get my spear up and ready.
Alright. So it's your turn. Lycus, you're up. What would you like to do?
Isn't that the oracles? What the hell what are these? Euron, what did you do?
I suspect something not particularly smart.
I'm gonna hold my position and I'm gonna ready an attack. Attack spell, just a cantrip, but I want to see if these things are attacking us or are they, because I don't know really what's going on. All I know is Euron tried to do some fancy shit and now something like created itself. So I want to just kind of see, but the first one of us that gets attacked by these things, I'm going to target that one with a vicious mockery.
Okay, you got it. Alright, so it is the creature's turns. Nope, can't do that. Alright, so you see all of them at once. They kind of vibrate really quickly, and then they start to move very, very strangely, almost as a mirage around them. It's hard to track their movements as they kind of dance around the steam. And that's all they're doing right now. Aina, you're up. What would you like to do?
I turn to Kira and ask her, what's the meaning of this? Are they protecting the temple?
These are not of Versi. Something's happened.
Okay, so then I'll pull out my chakram and throw it at the third one.
Alright. Go ahead, roll with disadvantage, please.
Um, 13.
13 hits. Go ahead and roll for damage. Okay. The chakram arcs out, cutting through the mist, and slams right through this ethereal creature for 5 damage. And whatever type of illusionary effect was happening, as it gets damaged and shocked out for a moment, it kind of coalesces back into a normal form. Alright, anything else?
That'll be it for me.
Okay. You're up.
I presume I landed on my feet?
Yeah, it was like just as you were jumping, so it was very much a, oh, kind of a situation.
I'm just going to... I'll keep the spear in hand and ready, so if it starts coming up to the one in front of me, I think, so that's number 4. If it starts coming at me, I'm going to try and hit it, because I am not stepping in that water.
Okay, so you readied that. Like it says, a Vicious Mockery readied. Okay, so top of the order again. Sionis, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna make my way towards number 2.
Okay.
And thrust at it with my spear.
Alright. Can I make attack roll with disadvantage?
Yep. Alright. So I rolled an 18 and a 9.
Okay. That's with your modifier, right?
Where's my modifier?
Your attack
Alright,
bonus.
so it would be a 10 with my modifier.
Okay, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage.
Yep. Alright, and 4 damage.
Alright. Nice. Your spear goes through and slices that illusory effect, and whoosh, it gets kind of shocked back into its normal form as well. Anything else?
Then I'm just gonna use a bonus action to disengage.
Okay, you got it. Where are you going?
Just backing up towards the wall again.
Okay, too easy. Lycus, you're up.
Alright, target the closest one, number 4. And I'm gonna pull out my harp, and I'm gonna just have this really sharp sounding come across it, and try to hit it with a Vicious Mockery. Or my version of it. I just play a really bad tune.
Go for it.
I need a DC 13 Wisdom save.
Fuck. Fails.
Okay, it's gonna take 7 damage.
7 damage. Nice.
No, 6. Sorry, 6 damage.
Alright. 6 damage and disadvantage on the next attack, right?
No, I'm sorry, I don't put my modifier to a cantrip.
Okay.
I apologize. It's yeah, it's just gonna be 3 damage and then disadvantage on next attack, yes. I got confused for a second there.
As the notes drift throughout the air, and kind of you see it vibrate this creature out of its you guys are not gonna shed these things. Out of its illusory form as well. Disadvantage on the next attack. Got it. Anything else?
No, sir, that's it.
All right. So, what are these guys gonna do? I need to put this person here. Sorry. So, one of these creatures flies over, and I need a dexterity save out of Ina and Lycus, please. You can see this coming, Ina, so you should have advantage, right? Okay.
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 23.
Cool. Okay. So, this creature kind of expands for a second and then collapses really quickly, and you see this giant cone of hot scalding steam branch out and hit Kira and both of you. You both succeed on your save, so you take 3 damage. Take half damage on that. As this wet air kind of boils and bubbles on your skin for a moment. And then it continues moving closer to Ina. These two kind of swarm towards Sionis. They're going to... Does a 15 hit, Sionis?
No, it does not.
Okay, so both of them come in, they kind of wrap around your head and twirl around you, the steamy form. You lash out with these kind of strange physical-looking claws darting out of the mist before subsiding back in, but you definitely maneuver out of both of their attacks. And the last one is going to get up in Euron's face. You ready to action, Euron? You can take that.
Yes, as soon as it's closer, I'm going to stab at it with my spear.
Okay, go for it.
It's a... where did the +4 come from? Oh, shoot.
We'll figure it out later. Just go with +4.
21?
Yeah, 21 hits.
Actually, that was, do I still roll with disadvantage? Or...
No.
Okay. Alright, so then that is... 8 damage?
Alright, so it flies towards you.
This makes up for nearly dying twice!
You see its eyes glow bright blue as it comes to attack. You slam out with your spear, splitting it in two, and then this giant steamy mist cloud explodes with scalding air around you. I need you to give me a dexterity save, please.
16?
Alright, you see it coming, and you roll out of the way just for a moment before the steam envelops you and burns your skin.
I have been in bathhouses worse than this.
He dissipates right in front of you. Alright, Aina, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna swing my warhammer off of my back and, like, in the same motion, like, swing it up into the one that's in front of me.
Alright, you got it.
3. 19.
19's a hit.
And plus 3, so 13.
13. You bring your warhammer around. The same thing happens. Explodes in a cloud of steam. I need a dexterity saving throw from you. And you see Kira dodge behind a boulder at the last second. 7. Alright. So you turn away, but the steam hits the majority of your broadside. You're going to take 3 fire damage from that.
Thanks.
Anything else?
That's it for me.
Alright. You're up.
Alright, going to sort of look over at the others and see that, Sionis has 2 surrounding him. So I'm going to, basically run up to number 2, and I'm going to try and hit it.
Go for it.
Advantage or regular
normal.
disadvantage?
Normal roll.
Normal?
Yep.
That's a nat 20.
Awesome.
I love this one. Alright, and so, remind me because I haven't rolled this manually, so do I roll twice for damage?
No. All you do is roll once, and that's going to be your extra damage. You already maxed out your first set of dice.
Alright. So that's a 4 plus a 2, so... So that's 12 damage total.
12
Jesus.
damage. Alright. You slam through with your spear. Another explosion. I need dexterity saving throws from both of you.
Yep, that makes up for it. 4.
Okay.
Alright, I rolled a 17.
Okay. So you saw this happen to the other two, Sionis. You were ready, but Euron, you got close to that furious hit. You sunk in deep, and then exploded right in your face. You take 6 fire damage. Anything else, Euron?
No, that's it.
All right. That means Kira is in the back. You almost got him. Keep it up. Y'all doing fucking awesome. Sionis, you're up.
Alright. Just gonna turn towards number 1 and hit him with my spear.
Alright, go for it.
Yikes. That's a nat 1.
Okay. You bring your spear around.
If I stole all the good rolls, I'm sorry.
That one is still blurring. It doesn't matter, you rolled a 1, but that one is still very much in its illusory form. It hasn't taken any damage yet.
Okay.
Not that taking damage automatically does it, but anyway.
Right. And then, as a bonus action, I'm just gonna disengage from him.
Okay, you got it.
And move back 5 feet.
Alright. So, it is the creature... No, Lycus' turn. Let me put him back. Lycus, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I hit a son of a bitch.
Go for it.
So, I'm gonna run... Let's see. Can I get up to this position? Kind of like high ground?
Yeah,
Or is
you'd
that like a
be
strip?
you'd be about 10 feet up, kind of on the trail
Yeah.
above it. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, and then I'm gonna target that. I'm gonna sit down into like a squatting motion with my harp across my lap and just rake my fingers across it, just launching this distortioning sound at it.
Nice.
I need a DC 13 Wisdom.
Yes, sir.
I'm trying to assault this thing's ears, if it even has ears.
I rolled an 18.
You rolled a 19?
18.
18?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, buddy.
The harp slips and falls off, and I'm like, shit. Don't go without me! Okay, that's all I'm gonna do.
Alright. So, you are 10 feet up. That's very, very convenient. I'll give you advantage on this, Lycus.
Oh, God.
The misfit shifts around, and then that big old balloon effect. Scalding air blasts out at all three of you. Any dexterity saving throws, advantage on you, Lycus.
Okay. Oh, thank God, because that's a 1 and a 16. So, 21 for me.
Okay, you're on.
Sorry, my manager just wrote me, so...
It's okay. So, dexterity saves from Euron, Sionis, and I got you, Lycus.
That's a 10.
Okay.
And I got a 21.
Okay, so as a scalding mist hits all of you, you kind of bury your face in your arms, and you're all going to take 3 fire damage. And then it shifts back across to the very edge of the water. Aina, you're up. What would you like to do?
I'm going to take my chakram and hum it at him.
Okay.
Or it.
You aim as best you can for the center of this shifting, illusory-looking steam creature. Go ahead and roll
Do I need to
attack
roll
with
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Yes, ma'am.
Roll 2 12s. So that would be a 17.
Okay. Chakram slices through, hits the center of this corporeal form, and comes back to you. Go ahead and roll damage.
5.
5. Okay. As it strikes it, comes back into its normal form. It's very easy to see kind of floating there and shifting around. Anything else?
No, that'll be it for me.
Alright. You're on. You're up. What would you like to do?
I'm not going to attack it first, so the, can I still see the folks in armor behind?
Yeah.
Do they look at all like the guys I saw in Historia before the Order of Sidon? Anything? The ones that from the final session we had.
Yes. You do recognize them as, Order of Sidon.
Kira, is the Order of Sidon supposed to be here?
Not exactly.
Okay. Then I'm going to... no. How deep is the water?
Only a couple inches.
Oh, this is a bad idea. No, this is a Roz thing to do, so I'm not gonna do it.
Alright, good. We're learning.
I'm just gonna stay put, because yeah. Actually, I'm gonna take the spear I looted off the guy, so it's just a regular one. I'm just gonna try and aim for the last surviving.
The steam method. All right, go for it.
Yeah. Disadvantage?
No, normal roll.
Yay. Is a 21.
That's a hit.
That's a 7 damage.
All right. The spear flies through, kind of clanks on the ground just as steam expands in all directions around it.
I didn't happen to accidentally hit the guy behind him, did I?
You did not, no.
Damn it! Come on, I had to hope. You know I had to.
Yes, I do. At this, you see the soldiers on the other side kind of get the shield up, get the spear out, and they embrace an attack formation at the center of the temple. You're on anything else?
Is it possible for me to draw my sword, or would I have to wait for that as another action?
You can... No, all you did was throw it, so yeah, you can draw your sword. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm just gonna draw my sword then.
Go for it.
So I have something to fight with.
Too easy.
And that'll be it.
Alright. That means... you hear Kira, she kind of walks down the trail a little bit. I don't think they want a hug. They might not want us here. But we have to be here. Glances around nervously. Sanus, you're up. What would you like to do?
Alright, first off, I'm gonna put away my spear. And then just draw out the short sword that I have on my hip. And make my way towards the shore over on the other side.
Okay, so you stand at the edge of the water?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. Lycus, you're up.
I'm gonna walk, or kind of get to the water's edge and call out, "Why did you summon these creatures to attack us? What the hell?" Kind of literally, what the hell, man?
Okay.
We came to see the Oracle. We're supposed to be here, and you attack us?
All right. Anything else?
I'm gonna take a dodge position in case they launch back. You're on spear, in case anyone gets a little froggy. So I'm dodging.
You got it, man. All right. So, at this, you see you all standing at the water's edge. You see them put their shield down, and they start fumbling for their javelins mounted on their backs. Aina, you're up. What would you like to do?
I am going to charge soldier number 3.
Okay. You start charging across. When you get to that patch of water, try to jump over it, run through it, doesn't matter. I need a dexterity saving throw to avoid the hot steam rising off the area.
She said, "Fuck your steam."
I know, right?
4.
Alright. As you jump and you charge through, a blast hits you, and you're going to take 5 fire damage from the scalding steam.
Okay, so now I'm pissed, and I'm a rage.
You got it. Go ahead and move your token where you want.
So I'm coming right up on this dude right here, with my warhammer.
Alright.
For 20.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Uh, 16.
Holy shit. Alright.
If I did charge.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, Ina's, fuck this, charges through, gets hit with this massive steam. She lets out a vicious war cry. She buries the warhammer, caving in the helmet and the skull of this soldier. He crumples to the ground. And you see the ones next to him, they're fumbling for their javelin, just kind of look wide-eyed, and they start kind of tripping each over to run back towards the temple.
Knock me down is scared and horny.
I holler out, "Are you not entertained?"
Anything else, Ina?
No, I'm just like shouting expletives as they run away.
Oh, they're definitely running. Okay. You're up.
I'd like to try and jump across the water, but I'm going to try and aim for the rocks. Is it possible, the rocks in the middle? Actually, that's probably a better question. First, the rocks like that are directly in front of Lycus. Is it possible for me to land on them, or are they like pointy?
You could try and land on them, sure. However, they are covered in condensation, and all this hot air and blast are coming all over the place. Mechanically, it's not going to matter. You got to make it through the fire zone.
All right, then I'm going to try. I'm going to try and sort of jump over and go rock, then onto the other side.
All right, give me your dex save. See what happens.
Nope, that's 4.
All right. So as you kind of hop from one rock to the other, you slip for a second, you get hit in the face with steam, and make it to the other side. You take 7 fire damage along the way.
Oh, fun. I'm going to pull out and then sort us out. I'm going to try and take a swing and go up to number 1 and take a swing.
All right, go for it.
Just making sure how fucked up I am. Okay. That is a 23.
A 23 hits.
Whoop, that's wrong dice. Do not roll a d20 for damage.
Yeah, no, invalid.
That is 5.
All right, you got it. Come out, short sword, find a chink in its armor, you rip it back out, and you see blood on the tip. Anything else?
I just, like to make sure it's not going to do anything mechanically, but gonna have the shield up.
All right, you got it. All right, Sionis. You see Ina and you're on over there engaged with these soldiers, and they're getting, as they jump across the stream, they're recoiling from the steam hitting their skin. What are you going to do?
I'm also going to jump across.
All right. Dex save.
That is a 23.
All right. You see a bubble boiling, and just as it's about to bust, you dart over and roll, your cloak protecting you from all the harm. You make it to the other side unscathed. Good job.
And then I'm gonna run diagonally and attack Soldier 1.
Okay.
This is gonna be with my short sword. And that's a 10.
All right. He sees you coming, deflects it with the shield. The sparks kind of scatter off. Anything else?
Then I'm just gonna disengage and move 5 feet back.
Okay, you got it. Lycus, you're up.
Yeah, see, I see everybody like barreling through the steam and crying out and screaming. I'm looking like, is there an opening in this steam anywhere?
It's the spurts are random. There's
Okay.
really any
If I
safe place.
go slow, do I feel like I could time this?
You're welcome
Like
to try.
hop, skip, wait, hop again. That wasn't hard. Yeah, what do I need to do? I'm literally gonna like hopscotch this thing. Like, don't need to rush this. Don't need to burn my clothes. Let's
Tell
go
you
ahead
what.
and take this easy.
Give me your perception check. We'll see what happens.
Okay. Perception. Let's see. Yeah, I know I do. 6 plus 1. That's 7.
Okay. Go ahead.
I got this.
Give me a dexterity saving throw.
All right, dexterity saving throw. That is a 3 plus a 5. That is an 8, sir.
Okay. So you kind of hop.
I got this.
You time
It's
it.
timing.
You hop for the other one. You see one coming. You back up a little bit, and then from behind you, this geyser hits you right up your backside and scalds
And I
your back.
fucking launch myself across that
You
river
dart
with
the
my
rest of
ass
the
on
way.
fire. Yeah.
It's steam, to be fair, but yeah, you take 3 fire damage from that.
No, there ain't no difference between fire and steam up your ass. I just got nailed by a flaming arrow.
Fire in the hole!
You best. That's fucking fire.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I thought it. I had to.
fire in the hole.
Do I get advantage of my next one for making you cry?
Oh, no, you do not. But they will. They will. Okay.
Okay, so after that was embarrassing. I'm going to just scream obscenities, and then I'm casting Bane on all three of these sons of bitches. Or attempt to. So I need them to make a charisma DC 13 charisma saving throws.
All right. So let's see. This is number 1. That's a charisma. That's a 6. Number 2 is a 3. Number 3 is a 4.
I got this shit. I just started screaming curses. You sons of bitches are gonna fucking pay for it. God damn, my ass hurts. You know, and just horrible sounds come out of my vocals. And you see them all begin to shiver. So what this means is that whenever they make an attack roll or a saving throw, they must roll a d4 and subtract that number from their roll.
Kraken, thank you for that. Opposite of bless. What about a d4? Anything else?
No. I'm gonna go ahead and crawl my happy ass behind our equestrian friend.
Okay, you got it.
And begin to rub myself profusely.
All right. So now that all this has happened and they're basically shaking in their skivvies, you see them kind of say, fuck these javelins, whip out the spears, kind of lash out with their shields, and dart inside the temple. Where the light fades. The light fades, and you lose sight of them just past the initial entrance, wrapping around the statue of Sidon. As the noise of battle dies down momentarily, you hear, Reka, no, please, leave us be. I've already lost so many. You're desecrating this holy temple. I beg you, no more. No more. And that's where we're going to take a break. And we're back. So, when we left off, soldiers just ran into the temple, and as their feet, the echoing of their footsteps subsided momentarily, you hear a rustling on the inside. You hear that the old-sounding male voice call out for relief, call out to stop whatever's going on. And the light is barely filtering in past the columns. Can't really see. It's kind of shadowy beyond that. Still initiative locked. What would y'all like to do? Next up is Ina.
Do I feel like that voice is addressing us or addressing the soldiers that just ran in there?
It feels like it's addressing somebody, not you. Not so much the soldiers that just ran in there. Sounds like he was talking to someone in particular, not really those people, if that makes any sense.
Okay. I'm going to enter the temple looking for another soldier.
Okay. As you make your way past the columns, you see the inner chamber of this temple is dominated by a massive bronze statue of Sidon. It's the first thing that catches your eye, sitting on his throne up in the very rear of the room you're in. It's a large rectangular pool sitting in front of him, reflecting the light of 4 large braziers into rippling patterns that kind of scatter across the ceiling. You see more of the same soldiers outside here now. They're staggered in a defensive formation on either side of a large sacrificial pyre made out of gold in the middle of the room, just in front of you. Just over the pyre, you see a figure dressed in dark robes, almost as a priest or an acolyte, and standing off to his right, an old man leaning heavily on a cane, and behind him, 3 religious assistants They're kind of cowering and shying away from the soldiers and the man standing dominantly in the middle of the room. And the old man is the one shouting at the dark-dressed acolyte in the center. As they see you come in, the soldiers stiffen up, shields and spears at the ready, and you see the man standing over you, kind of caressing an amulet and staring intently at you with a mean look in his eye.
I'm going to... I'll address the guy that is looking at me, and ask if he is commanding these soldiers.
Okay. At that, you hear, and everybody else outside the temple as well, you hear a thunderous voice kind of reverberating off the walls of the temple itself, filling your ears. I am here to take you. You who would defy the Lord of Storms. Kneel now, or lose your very heads.
Yeah, not gonna happen, broski. I'll take the dodge action, but I got my warhammer out. But I'm not about to kneel. To side on, no, absolutely not.
Okay. At this, so is that your turn? Okay.
Yeah.
So you see him kind of tap the amulet around his neck and kind of flares with this silver light. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
$13.
All right. You see this strange shimmering of arcane energy kind of appear around you, and you dart to the left just as this ethereal light flashes up where you were standing and engulfs everything in arcane fire for a moment. Alright, that's it. So you hear the same booming voice. You have sealed your very doom. Euron, you're up. You're outside the temple. What are you gonna do?
I hear this booming voice, right?
Yeah, all you know is Aina disappeared between the columns, and you hear that, and you hear Aina muttering something back.
Well, Euron's first just going to curse. Just go, fuck. Is a spear nearby? That was pucked? I presume somewhere.
It's on the ground. Yeah, you could very easily grab it.
I would like to pick it up.
Okay.
So, put it on my back just so I have it. I still got my sword. And is there any other way into the temple that I can see?
No. It's carved straight into the cliff face from your. There's nothing you can see.
Euron's gonna go in.
Alright. It'll take you 15 feet to get inside. Just so you know.
I've got 30 feet movement, so if I will
Put you on there. You kind of come around right behind Aina on either side. Doesn't really matter. You can see her standing there. And you see what I described to her.
Just take a look at this now. Is there any sign that the Oracle is in here? Like, is it like...
There are the 3 female assistants. None of them look particularly notable.
I'm gonna take the dodge action.
Okay, you got it.
And... just gonna kind of stand by Aina and just go... Quite the mess we're in now, aren't we?
It would seem as such.
Alright. You see... Are you done, Hero?
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright. So... Sionis and Lycus, you hear... feet dashing as Kira darts through the watery steam behind you. It comes up and kind of stands in the midst of the columns, close enough to be able to see everything and not get in the way. Let's do this. And she whips out a harp and starts playing this very, very melodious tune. Let's see. Zionist, you're up. What are you gonna do?
Alright. I'm gonna walk up just like right by the basically right behind the wall on the bottom of the entrance.
Okay.
Just so I'm like kind of like behind cover. And I'm gonna ready a dodge.
Okay, you got it. Lycus, what are you gonna do?
Which one of these guys is still affected with Bane? What was it, 1, 2, 4 on the top side?
Yeah, I'm tracking 1, 2, and 4.
Okay. I'm gonna run over and slap Aine right on the ass and be like, "Behold the magnificent power of our equestrian!" And I'm gonna cast heroism on her.
Okay.
And oh no, wait, I can't even do that because it's a concentration. I'm holding Bane. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna cure wounds her.
Okay, that's fine. I mean, you still slap her and call out. That's
Oh
fine.
no, absolutely.
That's fine.
That continues. Like, that happens regardless. But I don't want to drop my cure wounds. How is she even hurt? She did take some damage, right? Yeah, she's taking some hits. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast cure wounds. Let's see, that's a 1d8 plus 3. I got you, fam. Oh, that is a 5 plus 3. That's an 8.
Okay, so
And
if you choose to, you can re-roll that die, but you have to take the new result. It's an effective cure song. Just letting you know.
hell no, that's a 5. That's greater than average.
Okay, you got it.
And then I'm gonna give with that inspiring slap on the ass, I'm gonna give her a bardic inspiration. She feels so inspired by me right now to just go get him, girl. You know, get that big old mean old man.
You got it. Anything else?
D6. So anytime you do an attack spell or an attack roll or a save, you can add a 6 to it. One-time use. Okay, I'm done.
All right, you got it. All right, so soldiers are up. They are going to advance in a very disciplined way. So the first one's going to come up as 2. He's going to lash out with his spear. Wait, what the hell am I doing? They don't come that far. They get right there. Because they have extremely long spears. The disadvantage on 1, 2, and 4. So the first one is a 4. That doesn't hit. Second one, lashing out at Euron. Soldier number 1 is going to be a 7. I'm assuming that doesn't hit Euron. And... Can I hit? Yeah, I can hit Euron with Soldier 4. Let's see. Ooh, a 19 and a 14.
Are you reducing the D4?
Oh, I was rolling with disadvantage.
Well, you do have disadvantage because they're dodging, but you also need to.
That's right.
Back to
So
D4.
I'll roll a D4 for that last one. That would have been a 14, 15. 13 to hit.
I got you, Snake Girl.
No, I appreciate it.
And it does not hit because
Okay.
15 AC.
Good, perfect. So they the spears lash out. You all kind of dodge out of the way. These guys are going to move up as well a little bit. They can't hit anybody yet. All right, Ina, you're up. What would you like to do?
I am going to take a step up and swing at Soldier 2.
Go for it.
Now remember, if you're going to use your Bardic Inspiration, you will roll your dice, decide if you want to use it, and then you tell him the final result.
No, I'm saving it for Big Boy.
Just make sure.
Besides, I rolled a clean 19, so a 24.
24 is a hit.
For 7 damage.
All right. Come across. You see it slam into his chest plate and dent it in, and when he gets knocked out of him, he drops his shield for a moment. Anything else?
No, that's it for right now.
All right. That means he is up. So you see the man standing tall in the back. Behold the power of the Lord of Storms! And you see the 3 soldiers that were cursed, baned by you, Lycus, kind of shimmer for a second. He casted Bless on them, which basically just cancels it out. All right.
Hell no, brah.
Sorry, bro. All right. That means that Kira, she's gonna sit there and just kind of keep playing. It's a really, really melodious, awesome song that I can't simulate. All right, Sionis, you're up. Yes.
I haven't gone yet.
You're on. You're up because you guys are so close to each other. That's my bad. I'm putting a star next to your name. Don't do that again. Go ahead.
Thank you. I would like to move up just a little, basically move up so I'm in melee range, and I would like to attack the wounded one with my short sword.
All right. Soldier 1 and 2 are both wounded. Both ones in front of you are wounded right now.
Is there one that looks more wounded than the other?
Soldier 2. He's the one that just got nailed in the chest by Aina.
I'm gonna go with that one then.
Go for it.
Ooh, does a 13.
13 does not hit. Sword comes in.
Yeah,
Anything else? Actually, you could re-roll that because you were before Kira. Well, I mean, you could re-roll it anyway. She's still playing. So you can, if you want to. All right. So on your turn, you can re-roll any die you want, but you have to take the new result.
Yeah.
Any one die.
Fuck! Still doesn't hit. Because it was a 2. I rolled a 2, so that makes it 6.
Okay. Yeah. Still doesn't hit.
It was a chance. There was a chance.
There was a chance.
Shield back up.
She's gonna back up.
No, just make sure shield. I'm not going to opportunity attack.
Got it.
Yours got 4 HP right now, so no.
Yeah, this is gonna hurt. All right, so you're good. Shields up, hoping not to get hit. Sionis, what are you gonna do?
All right. Gonna run in and just bolt straight at Breaka.
Okay. Give me an acrobatics check for vaulting over that sacrificial pier in the middle, if you still want to do that.
Acrobatics, that'll be a 22.
Yeah, that's good. So you see this cloak billow past you, Aina. You will get an opportunity attack if you do that from the soldier.
Okay.
Soldier number 2, just so you know.
This is just a question because I'm just trying to work out distance.
No, you're still within 10 feet. You're not out of his reach yet, so you do not. So you get right there and break his face. Now what? I'm sorry, John. What were you asking? I'm sorry. Ari, what was that distance?
I was just going to work out, asking if that was within... Because Soldier 2 was in 5 feet.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Just working on distance.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Alright, so as I'm leaping over the pyre, I'm just going to bring my sword down and just strike at Breaka.
Okay, go for it.
Nice. That is a 15.
15's a hit.
Alright. Let's see what I do to him. That's a 9.
9. Alright. So you hop over the pier, you can tumble for a second, and then as you stand up, you thrust your short sword into his ribcage. He lets out this gasp of air, and blood gushes down your arm as you slowly slide it out, staring into his eyes, and he kind of slowly collapses on the ground before you.
You
He's
get a
done.
hero point, my good sir.
Did I take him out?
You took him out, yeah.
You get a hero point, my good sir. That special die is all yours.
All right, so Killer Sionis, anything else?
Alright, then I'm just gonna... that's basically all I can do. I'm just gonna basically get ready for all the other guys to kind of like... They're probably gonna freak out at this.
You got it, man.
So I'm just turning around, like, shield up, sword out.
All right. Lycus, you saw this. You see what's going on. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna give a standing ovation to that badass satyr over there. Be like, that's my boy Blue. But that was the guy. The guy he killed. That was the guy who was calling. Who they were like, please don't do this.
It
That's who they
certainly
were
seems
talking
that
to,
way.
right?
Yes.
Does anybody kind of seem like they want some more of this shit?
Oh, they.
How about old man Frank over here, Proteus?
So they were kind of cowering away from him, and they're like in shock at the battle that's going on. You also see several other bodies of temple attendants kind of slashed and gored throughout the chamber as well. Now that you're glancing around for a second, they don't seem to be in a hurry to fight. They seem like they were very defensive and they're victims.
The Proteus and temple attendants.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
She's just unclear. So the old man who was like, feel the wrath of the Lord of Storms, that was Breakup.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
I thought that was Proteus for a second. I was
No,
like,
no,
wait,
that was
old man
Breakup.
about to catch up. Okay. So I look to my left at the soldier's income, and I pull out my pan flute, kind of like play a little ditty, and then go, and y'all see this little teeny dart kind of stick this son of a bitch. If I can roll this.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm getting a little positive here.
I like positivity.
Yeah, oh yeah. All right, so, oh, and I'm going to use my sharpshooter abilities, kind of aim for his eye slots. So I take a -5, because I took defeat.
Okay, I see that.
And I drop my con.
I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
I forgot you went off. You had to go get your kid.
It's cool, it's cool.
So -5.
Yep.
That's a 3. With the -5.
It felt like a really good shot.
Well, it jacked a little bit because it was on the 20, and then it like rolled back just slightly and landed on the 8.
You can re-roll that.
You'll let me re-roll a jack die?
Kira's playing the song.
Oh, I love Kira.
You feel empowered and focused.
That's a 13 with a -5, and then with my
sorry
+3, that's a 16 total. Will that hit?
No, it barely ricochets off of his helmet.
Bitch!
Sorry. Sharpshooter, bro.
Oh, wait. No, that was a to hit. I get a +5, so 2 more.
So it's a +5.
So I should get a +5 to attack?
Yes.
I put my +3 dex without my proficiency for damage.
Oh, okay.
Had an 18. Took out 5. They gave me a 13.
Uh-huh.
I can't math, y'all. My wife didn't marry me for my math skills.
All right, what is your roll, buddy?
It's back to 18 because I have a -5 and a +5.
All right, so even though it ricocheted, the tip barb kind of jumped off from his helmet, ricocheted into his eye.
It bounced off this side, it came back around and dink, stuck him right in the eyeball. And that's a 14.
Don't do drugs, kids. What's a 14?
That's a 14.
For damage?
Yes. I don't even roll.
All right.
Yeah, that's a straight 14 without even having to roll.
You see it kind of tink, and then you see his head rock back for a second, and it kind of wobbles, and then just kind of the shield and the spear fall on the ground.
Who else wants some?
Which one? That was 5?
Yes, soldier 5.
Got it. Anything else?
I'm going to back up a little bit more behind my equestrian friend over here.
Okay.
In case they decide to get a little spunky.
You got it, man. All right. Soldiers are up.
Ooh.
So...
Oh, no, I apologize. One more thing. I'm going to give her another Bardic Inspiration.
Okay.
Ine.
You got it.
I'm going to just start hooting and hollering for Ine. Smash, smash, smash.
Smash, smash, smash. Okay. So, Bane is no longer on them because of the bless. Soldier 1. Alright, so you see Soldier 1 kind of heave his body forward. Ooh, that's a shitty roll. Does a 9 hit you, Euron?
Nope.
Soldier 2. Jesus. A 9 still doesn't hit you. So you see both of them kind of slam forward with their shields, trying to knock Euron off balance down to the
Shield
ground.
is up.
And she meets him shield to shield, and she's holding her ground. Soldier 4 is going to lash out with a 17 at Aina while they're engaged with her. Does 17 hit Aina? Yeah.
Is Soldier 4 would that count as within 5 feet of me? I'm just making sure.
Soldier 4? Soldier 4 is not within 5 feet of you, no.
Damn it. Okay.
But he would have half cover. That would be a -2. So that was a 17. So a 15. Would a 15 hit you or no, Aina? You would have half cover because he's hitting over somebody. Okay.
A 15 would hit me, yes.
Okay, you got it. So you're going to take 5 piercing damage as the tip of the spear slashes across your arm. You see the soldiers on the other side of the room turn around, 2 of them, and start to butt up on Sionis, and then Soldier 7 comes across to where Aina is. So Soldier 7 is going to lash out. 19, does that hit?
Yes.
Okay. You're still raging, by the way, right?
No.
Oh, that's right, because you dodged. So 6 damage, 6 piercing damage to you from Soldier 7. And then Soldier 6 gonna lash out at Sionis. Does a 15 hit Sionis?
No, it does not.
Alright, the second one gonna be, so 14 does not hit then.
Nope.
Alright, so they come around and spears fly out at you, another one flies out at Aina. She takes a little more damage, Sionis dodging out of the way. And that's it for the soldiers. So, Aina, you're up.
Okay, I am going to rage and swing at Soldier 7.
Go for it.
For 23.
23 hits.
For 7 damage.
Alright. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. And you're up.
Right. Sword swing at Soldier 2.
Let's go for it.
Can actually get him this time. That is a dirty 20.
Alright, 20 hits.
That is 5 damage.
Soldier 2, 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you see that he's distracted by Aina, and you push off with your shield, slam your short sword into his neck, and rip it out. He crumbles to the ground. Good job. Anything else?
I get to do this. Action surge.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and go for Soldier 1.
Go for it.
Oof. No, that's not gonna hit. That's a 12.
A 12 does not hit. Remember, I'm trying to remind you guys, but Kira's playing.
Kira, I'm gonna try one more
this whole
time.
time.
One more time. Come on. Yes! That's a 22.
Okay, 22 hits. Go for it.
Thank you, Kira. That's 5 damage.
All right. Short sword comes out. You slash across his ribcage. His armor kind of sunders to the side a little bit, and you see a giant gaping wound in his side, bleeding profusely. Anything else?
Who trained you? You clearly need more practice.
He looks angry. He looks very wounded and very angry.
Snakes come out and just for fun, a couple snakes peek out and just hiss at him. And that's it.
All right. It's honest. You're up. What are you going to do?
All right. I'm gonna turn towards Soldier 6. And then, right before I swipe at him, oh, so you want me to do to you what I did to him. And then I lash out at him with my short sword.
Go for it.
And that'll be an 11.
11 does not hit. Anything else?
Just gonna disengage into right behind Soldier 4.
Okay, you got it. You hear metal and shields all around you. You're trying to find a safe place to be, but you're surrounded. Lycus, you're up.
I'm gonna go ahead and aim at Soldier 4, which is directly behind Cyanus, excuse me. And I'm going to play a little ditty, kind of in conjunction with my dearest friend Kira over here. And then I'm gonna try and shoot a dart at him as well.
Go for it.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna keep going. I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm not ready to explain that one yet. All right. So -5 once again, sharpshooter. Yeah, it's gonna be a 6. Thank you, work. Stupid armor. Okay.
Is that
I'm
it?
just gonna like curse out at him.
Okay, you
That's
got
really
it.
all I like to do.
All right.
Son of a bitch.
Soldiers are up. Let's see. So this one is going to move in the front. It's kind of standing over his fallen comrade, and they're going to keep engaging with Ina and Euron. Yes, opportunity attack. And these two move up. Be next to you, Sionis.
Rolled in that one.
And that one. You hear it moving behind you. You lash out wildly with your spear, and you catch nothing but air. Good try, though. You're catching it. Alright, I'm going to go down the line here. Soldier 1 is going to try and knock Euron on her ass. Does a 13 hit?
No.
Alright, Soldier 4 is going to lash out with his spear at Euron, because you're right there too. Does a 13 hit that? Nope. And then last one, Soldier 7 is going to lash out at Ino. 13.
I'm
Does
going
that...
to
Go ahead.
Wait, no.
Does a 13?
I'm saying I'm can use my reaction for because protection fighting style. I'm going to impose disadvantage on that attack roll.
Okay. The other roll was higher. So, you kind of block your shield up in the last second in front of her. I know that a freaking 13 doesn't hit, right, Ina? Or does it hit? Okay.
No, it does hit. It hits.
Oh, it does hit. Okay.
I tried. I'm sorry.
The other one was like an 18, so. Alright, so. You're raging. This one's going to do 6 piercing damage, halved, right? So,
Right.
3 piercing damage to you. As a shield narrowly gets past, the spear narrowly gets past Euron's shield and clips your side. Cyanus does an 11 or a 6 hit you? No, I didn't think so. Okay. Soldiers are done. Ina, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I am going to swing at Soldier 7 again, because I just need him to go ahead and die now.
Go for it.
16.
Warhammer comes across. Shield absorbs most of the blow. Big old dent kind of chipped a corner of it, though.
Damn it. Okay, that's all I can do.
All right, you're up.
Right. One needs to die. So I'm gonna try, and if there's any spot, this is just for sake. Gonna try and aim for the neck again.
Okay.
15's not going to hit. So if Kira's song is still playing, I would like to roll again.
Yeah, her song's playing this whole time.
Yeah. Yeah, Julia, you could re-roll that attack and see if it hits. With Kira's song playing, you can re-roll any die.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to ask. Everybody has the ability to re-roll any die.
Any roll per turn. Any roll, 1 per turn. Everybody.
Okay. I got confused on that because I wasn't.
Oh, I thought that was just for Josh and
No,
Ari.
that was everybody.
No.
I'll let you re-roll now if you want.
Yeah, no, go for it. Go for it. I forgot.
I was confused. I thought you guys were just tempting fate or something. I was like, okay.
Oh, hell no. A 15, so no.
Okay. All right.
Alright, so
this is your re-roll.
my reroll. No, that is still a 16.
Nope.
That's like only
Off the
just.
shield. They have this nice little shield wall going.
Yeah, and I'm going to bonus action Second Wind.
Okay.
So that is a D10 plus 2 HP because I have 4, and that
bad.
is tempting fate. That is an extra 8 HP, so I'm back up to 12, which is
All right.
very nice.
12 HP, good deal. Is that it, you're on?
That is it. Yes.
Okay, Sionis, you're up.
Alright. Just gonna lash out at number 6 again.
Go for it.
Okay. That is a 21.
21 hits.
Yep. And 6 damage.
All right. Soldier 7, right? I mean,
No,
soldier,
Soldier 6.
soldier 6 is what I meant. That's totally what I meant. 7 damage? You got it. The spear comes out. Anything else?
Just gonna prep a yeah, I'm gonna prep a dodge.
So you're taking the dodge action as your cunning action?
Yeah.
Okay. You got it. Sionis, Lycus, you're up. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to cry, but yeah, I'm gonna just go for soldier number 4 again, right down the middle,
Do it, man.
and let's go for this attack roll. That is a 17 to hit.
He turns his head, and as he's turning it, nails him right in the face.
And it's like a little pin needle too. It's like
Timed it perfectly.
perfect. And then like a look level, everybody just hears me whistling away on my pan flute over here. 14 damage.
All right. Head rocks back, kind of falls back into the sacrificial beer, and just kind of slowly shifts down. Shield and spear laid out on either side.
I just scream out, "Hear my song and tremble!"
All right.
I cackle.
Good deal. Okay, soldiers are up. They're going to shift over a little bit to get one-on-one with you two. Spears come out. God, I'm rolling horrible. That's a 7 for against Euron, and that's a 12 against Aina. Do either of those hit? I didn't think so.
Are we playing meter beat?
Meet.
Yes, that hits.
Your AC is 12? Yes. You can.
Wait, hold on. Reaction.
Got it.
Disadvantage.
Yep, and that's a 1. So, you see it coming. Ina's distracted by trying to help you out and shield up. You deflect the blow. Sionis is dodging, so disadvantage on both of these. That's a 16. Does 16 hit Sionis?
16 is my AC.
Okay. Ooh, so that's going to be 9 piercing damage as the spear slides into your thigh and rips a little bit of meat out. And the second guy, 10. Does a 10 hit?
No.
Okay. All right. Ina, you're up.
Okay, I am going to lash out at Soldier 4.
Warhammer comes around.
$17.
17 hits.
Thank frickin' Silo. Lord. For 7.
7 on 4. Got it. Come across and knock his head to the side, leaving a big old dent in the left side of his helmet. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay. You're up.
On to number 1.
Go for it.
Again, sort of this the expression on her face is sort of a "why won't you die already?" sort of expression. 19.
19's a hit.
Ooh, 6.
6. All right, short sword comes across. You bury it underneath his underarm. As he goes to strike out at Ina, and you pull it out. He crumples off to the side. He's dead.
And that's all.
Okay. At this point, you hear the music from Kira stop. You glance over your shoulder real quick, and she kind of like leans exhaustedly against the pillar next to her.
Thank you, my love.
Just kill him. Cyanus, you're up.
Yep. I'm gonna try hitting number 6 again.
Okay, go for it.
And that is a 17.
17's a hit.
Okay. And that is a 7.
All right. Spear comes across, buried in a stunk. He doubles over in agony as you rip it out, and he crumples forward, his ass still up in the air. Anything else?
Then I'm just gonna disengage.
Okay.
And roll basically right beside Soldier 4.
You got it. Lycus, you're up.
I'm gonna go for this guy in the back, Soldier 8. I'm gonna kind of scoot around here. Like, excuse me, coming through. Because there's enough guys, there's enough people in this guy. I don't need my darts of death to hit one of my people in the back of the head. You know, I'm tossing lawn darts through this. Actually, I'm shooting splinters, but you know, same thing. All right, I'm re-rolling that 1. Ain't doing that one.
Akira stopped playing.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a 1.
Okay.
Dart of Death just stuck one of those alkalites in the back.
Kind of graze their skin.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Sorry. No, that's it for me.
All right, man. All right, so Soldier 8 is going to come up behind Cyanus, and he is going to try and slam his shield into your back. Does an 18 hit? Okay. That is going to be 6 bludgeoning damage, and you are prone. Soldier 4 hears commotion, sees you fall to the ground, turns his face, and he is going to lash out at you with his spear. A 16 hit. Cyanus?
Attacking who?
Yeah.
Cyanus, okay. And that's going to be another 8 piercing damage.
I would like to use my reactions to hit the bitch.
Okay, go for it.
So that's in melee attack, so I just roll, see if I can. 18?
18 hits.
6.
Alright. And that's Soldier 4.
Yes.
He jams the spear into Cyanus. He goes to rip it out. You bring your short sword across, slice him across the neck, blood dripping down his chest plate. And he expires completely.
Good.
How you looking over there on HP, Cyanus?
I'm negative.
Okay. Alright, good to know. Just making sure. I figured it was about that time. That was a lot of damage, bro. I'm sorry. Ina, you're up.
Yeah, that first hit took me out.
Oh, the first hit did?
Yeah,
The shield or the spear?
the shield.
Oh, so that would have been an automatic
That took
crit.
me down to -1.
So that would have been an automatic crit.
Are we... Oh, actually, maybe that's just something I should quickly clarify. Are we level 1 or 2?
Level 2.
2. Okay, jeez.
Yes.
I just thought that might give him some extra hit points.
Yeah, if you go on... If
You
go-
would have hit him. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you guys go unconscious, make sure you let me know, like, when it happens, because that second hit was a critical hit while you were unconscious, because he rolled. So that means stuff.
But your character still attack a downed character with a spear. Wait, he's within 5 feet of him with a spear, right?
Yeah, but it's 10-foot reach. There's no disadvantage or anything.
Yes, there is. If you attack somebody 5 feet away from you with a 10-foot pole, you have disadvantage on the attack. Because now he's past your... He's within your zone.
Double check that for me. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't think that's a thing, but double check it. Either way, we're gonna leave it as it is for now. You're hurt AF, Sionis.
Yeah.
Massive gaping wound in your body. Ina, you're up.
Okay, so I am going to attack homeboy over here. Can I do it from this side, or do I need to go around the back of Cyanus?
No, you can go right there.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to hit a mofo. 18.
18 hits.
Okay, cool. For 11.
How do you want to do? How do you want to do this?
Fuck. I want to, I want to just, like, hoof stomp him into the ground.
Alright.
Like, as flat as the, like, I want to do, like, my victory death dance, like, on his face. Like.
Alright, so you come across, you uppercut with the warhammer, it knocks him off his feet, and you jump on top of him and slam your hooves into his helmet, crushing it, and then start prancing.
Yes, that is what I do.
Alright.
As soon as I'm able, I'm going to use a healer's kit and stabilize, like, as soon as I'm able to.
Okay, that's fine. So,
Not like
Ina,
science.
Ina, you're done, right? Nothing else?
Yeah, I'm done for
Okay.
this, yeah.
Alright, you're on, you're up.
I'm instantly going full medic on Sionis.
Okay. You're gonna use the medicinal healing?
Yes.
Okay. So it's 1d6 plus 4 plus his character level, so 2.
1d6 plus 6 then. Okay. Ooh, that's 8.
Okay. So he's back up for 8.
Yeah. Are you alright there?
I mean, look. I know I'm not destined to die today.
Not today. You're just gonna kind of help him up to his feet, if possible.
Staunch the majority of the bleeding, shove some rags in a little bit of the hole there, and get him back up. Hero approaches and looks around at all the metal and the blood and the slaughtered acolytes, glances over at Proteus and the other temple attendants, and you see her kind of lower her head and tears start streaming down her face quietly. You see no more immediate threats. The temple attendants and Proteus just kind of huddle up and put their arms around each other and console each other. What would y'all like to do?
I would like to go over to Breaka and inspect his body. Also take like a handful of his blood and throw it onto the pier and declare that for Thylea.
Okay. You got it. Anybody else?
I'd like to go look at the attendants and go, what happened? Is the Oracle alright?
Proteus turns to you. Real quick, before we get there, Ina, you scan over Breaka and the other soldiers real quick, and you find some coins totaling 25 gold pieces and 100 silver. And you also, the only thing otherwise of note on Breaka is that amulet. It's a large coin-shaped bronze symbol depicting Sidon with the wrathful visage, the cowling face, the sneering face, and the third eye in his forehead, overlaid on a symbol of the head of a glaive.
I'll pick that up and put that in my pouch.
Okay, you got it. At this, when you approach Euron, Proteus comes up and explains, 10 days ago, a beautiful, charming woman arrived asking for help from the Oracle, and we told her she was not allowed, as is custom. And she turned into this vicious being and started tearing apart my friends, our acolytes. She kept us locked in a room for 2 days, and I heard her doing all sorts of horrible things. She'd pull us out and torture us one by one. Some I haven't even seen amongst the dead here. I don't know what she's doing here. But I just know it involves Versi. And I don't know. I just don't know.
Where would we find Versi?
In the grotto, beneath the temple.
Can you show us the way? Please.
Yes, it's just the doors, the double doors right there. Come with me. And he kind of hurriedly scampers as best he can, stepping over the bodies while the 3 other attendants console each other. And he leads you to a set of double doors on the north side of the room and opens them up. And in here you see a hallway that extends south to your left, and then right in front of you another door. The door is he says that the door is locked. The demon took the key. I don't know where it is, but you go down the stairs there, and that leads to the grotto.
Thank you. We'll try to make sure she's well. And perhaps find your remaining companions.
Please hurry.
Euron's just gonna start very cautiously, sort out, making way down.
Okay. So, yeah.
Though waiting for anyone else to follow before, at least one other person to follow before actually going down.
Yeah, so that door in front of you is locked. The one on the very north side of the room that leads down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
He said he doesn't know where the key is. But that is the way to the grotto. So what Euron tends to do that, or whatever else. You guys aren't initiative locked, not token locked. What would y'all like to do?
I heard lock the door.
Can you by any chance pick it?
I mean, I can try.
I have a warhammer.
With
That's
a
how you
I've
dragon.
already done enough damage to this place.
I'm not concerned about a Temple of Sidon.
I check on my girl Kira. Very concerned. And that amazing melody she was playing.
Yeah, it worked out. It's quite exhausting. I can't do it all the time,
Yeah.
but I felt like
You did good.
numbers were against us, and Versi might be in.
I pet her hair a little bit. You did so good.
Just go.
What? You did great. I was complimenting you.
She walks off to go check on the temple attendants, and Proteus she, hugs them, and a very familiar hug, and she starts going over to the bodies on the floor.
Shh, you did good.
Alright. So I'm gonna start trying to pick this lock open.
Alright. Got some thieves' tools?
I believe I do.
Alright.
I'm just waiting for Ine to be like, is the pick in there?
Yeah, I do.
Wham!
Yeah, I mean, I'm behind him, ready for him to not be able to do it so I can step in, but I'll let him try first.
Alright. And that's gonna be a 16.
Okay. You go and you inspect the very ornate golden lock on the door. You play around with it for 30 seconds or so. You feel a subtle click, but it doesn't give way. Can't quite find the right angle.
I'm gonna try this one more time. And I'm also gonna use my hero point on it.
Okay.
So when I do this, I roll my.
Just roll them
20.
together. Just roll
Okay.
add it together. Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure I knew how that was going down.
Yep.
All right. And that's a 18.
Okay. You kind of focus really steady, working. You feel the same subtle click and a little bit of tension, but then your lockpick breaks.
Fuck. All right. Who wants it?
I'll step up and swing at the door with my warhammer. See if that'll knock it open.
All right. You take all your muscles and all your strength, and slam as hard as you can. Go ahead and give me the athletics check.
Okay. I'm using a bardic inspiration on this. I can do that, right?
It's attack rolls and ability checks, right, Josh? Yeah.
Yep.
So 17 plus 6 plus 5.
All right. So you take your warhammer, slam it into the door. The whole thing gives way, and that golden lock kind of separates from the door and falls on the floor as it creaks open into the torch-lit hallway, and you see the stairway descending down further into the ground beyond it.
Well, that is one way to open the door.
My favorite way.
Would you like to go first, my lady?
I do. Like, I'll start walking through the door. Like, let's get on with this. This place gives me the creeps.
I'll follow.
I was over here at the end of the hallway, gonna open this door just to see what it was like, and then I'm gonna look over and it's this ear-splitting sound of a warhammer destroying wood kind of echoes down the hallway. Like, well, I guess I'm going that way. And then I'll just kind of carry my ass to the north and be like, well, I'll be back for that door.
Okay, you got it, man. All right, so
We have to go slow, though, because stairs are difficult terrain for me.
Allow me to lead the way, my lady.
So Ina's kind of like careful not to slip as she's going down these stairs, and the stairway turns off to the left, and goes down a few more steps, and then at the bottom there's a brazier on the right hand side illuminating with the orangish yellow light a strong oak door. It seems crafted very well. It's very finely carved, and there's the wooden visage once again of Sidon kind of growing. It almost looks like it's growing out of the door with a sneering grin on its face and the third eye seeming to stare at you.
Is the door open?
Right.
The door is closed.
Is it locked? I would like to kind of reach around Ina and try.
Is there really a way to reach around Ina?
Medium creature.
It
5
involves
foot.
being squished against the wall, but it is possible.
So I'd love to say yes, but I actually checked into that specifically for this. You can't really take an action or do anything in the space of another creature, so...
Damn it.
Yeah, you can
Never
move
mind.
past Ina if she moves back, but you can't do it at the same time as she's there.
You try the door? I can't reach.
Yeah, I'll try the door.
Okay. Does a 17 hit you?
A 17 does hit me.
Okay.
Does that count as a creature? Can I at all use my protection?
Oh.
Sure.
Disadvantage then, please.
Yeah, the second one was a 20. Okay.
I tried.
You did. So, as you touch the door, you see the face kind of twist and open up and lash out and grab onto your arm, sinking wooden fangs in before it melts away from wood. It melts away from wood to reveal this strange-looking anthropomorphic creature looked like a door.
It's a fucking mimic. It's a fucking mimic.
I was waiting for this at some point.
So you were going to take 8 piercing damage
I'm on
and
focus.
6 acid damage
I'm unconscious.
As the wood kind of tears into your skin, you feel this burning sensation in your arm. You see Aina suddenly, eyes roll in the back of her head, and her giant form slumps down in the hallway in front of you, and the door starts. I'm gonna move you back just because we can use this hallway to simulate it and make life easy. Devin Knight Dormammic. Okay, so
That's great.
everybody roll for initiative, please.
15.
15.
I'm 15 as well.
Okay, both of you are at 15. So on y'all's turn, y'all can decide who goes when. You guys gonna go at the same time, so y'all can change it up if you want. What did you get, Austin?
12.
12. Alright, and Aina?
17.
17. Alright. Alright, so that was a doors action. Aina, you're up right into a death saving throw. Alright, Lycus, you see this happen. What are you gonna do?
I rush down to my lady in dire straits. I place my hand upon her horsey body, and I say, "Stand, my dear, and fight once more for your fury." And I cast Cure Wounds on her. The last spell I have left. And that's D8. I think I've touched her butt enough, so I just touch her body.
You got it.
Totally lost my D8. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. That's a 4 plus 3, so that's a 7 hit points to her.
Alright. So, like I said, you guys are like jammed in here, so we're gonna say that you were right there, you pushed back Euron, kind of shoved her out of the way or something. Euron's now behind you, and Sionis is there in the back. Okay, so Sionis, you're up. What are you gonna do? Yes, Euron.
Same
Oh,
AC,
I'm so sorry. I was
same
using
initiative as
Lycus. Yes, that was Aina. Lycus and Euron. I was looking at your old one. I'm sorry. Lycus, you're up. Euron, you're up. Lycus, Euron, you're up. Thank you for correcting me.
I'm gonna swap to my spear and just whip it at it.
Alright. It's going to be half cover, so -2 to your roll.
Uh, 13.
13 hits.
Beautiful. 7.
Alright. Good deal. Spear kind of chunks out, slams into it, and it kind of sticks there for a second before dropping on the floor. Anything else?
No, I'm just going to yell and just go, why is the fucking door alive? And that's it.
Alright. Now, Sionis, you're up. What are you gonna do?
Alright. I don't really know anything that I can do for him way back here. Except for, like, you might be able to chuck one of my daggers at it.
You're on the high ground. Just woo!
Yeet!
Yeah, I mean, that's really all I can do right now because the stairway's too back. Just gonna whip out one of my daggers and throw it down at him.
Okay. Half cover, -2 to your roll.
And That is a 13.
All right, 13 hits.
Yep. And that's a 6.
All right, got it. Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, Ina, you're up.
Okay, am I still in front of it?
You are.
Okay. I'm going to whack at it with my warhammer. 18.
It hits.
For 13.
Nice. Warhammer comes around, slam into it. The piece of wood breaks off and kind of turns into this weird grayish, soft substance. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, Ina, it is up. It is going to shift forward and try to bite you again because that's all it can fucking do. Let's see. Does a 16 hit?
Yep.
Yeah, it does. So it's going to be 4 piercing damage, and you feel the burning sensation go through your arm again. And that's going to be 7 acid damage.
Okay, I'm unconscious again.
Okay. That means Kira and all the attendants have heard the commotion now. I'm getting the doorway.
Possibly just heard me scream, "Why is the door a fucking mimic? Well, why is it a fucking alive?" More specifically.
You hear a shout from behind you. Oh my god. What now? Lycus, you're up. Or you Lycus and you're on. Whoever wants to go first.
Let me buy, I can stabilize, but
I was gonna do the same thing. I'm right next to her.
go for it.
Yeah, I can use my healing thing. You already used yours on him. I drop down on my knee, whip out that medicine kit, be like, God damn it, get up! How do we do the healing kit again? Because I have proficiency in medicine.
Yeah, so it's 1d6 plus 4 plus basically character level. So for her, 1d6 plus 6. Now, now remember, you guys can use them as much as you want on other people. The receiver of that type of healing can only receive that type of healing once per short rest.
Right, but she hasn't received
She
it
has
yet,
not.
right?
I'm just making sure
That
everybody
was
understands.
Austin's.
Yeah, she's good.
Okay. 1d6 plus 6. That's
Yep.
a 4, so that's 10. 10! Back on your feet! Can I squeeze back through the group? Be like, alright, I'm out!
If they let you pass, you can move out, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yep.
try and get behind everybody. Be like, you're up, you're on.
Alright, you got it.
I'm just gonna pull out that silvered spear.
Okay.
Go for that one.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, Joey, I was thinking of a lance. Apparently, the lance, if you attack within 5 feet, is
Yes.
just, that
That's
was
a
the
special
rule.
one. Yeah.
That's where I got confused. I meant to mention that earlier.
No, I appreciate that.
Is that half cover again? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's really, really big in front of this door. She's
14.
She's a big girl. 14 hits.
For 4 damage.
Alright.
No effect from being silver?
You don't notice any difference when it strikes.
Okay. Then that's it. That's all I can do.
Alright, so, Sionis, you're up. I
You
think you're
are
muted,
muted,
buddy.
my good buddy.
He's so excited, he can't talk.
Guys, get out of the stairway. And then, I just roll back through the doors.
Okay. You got it. You brush past Lycus, and Kira kind of jumps out of your way for a second. If you wanted to go there, that's fine, Lycus. All right. Anything else, Sionis?
Kira, if you know anything about killer doors, right now is a perfect time.
I'm exhausted from the help before. I'm sorry. I know this thing looks fucking evil. All right. Aina, are you currently conscious? I can't remember when he healed you. I think you are, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm conscious now.
Oh, you're conscious now. Got it. Good.
Yeah,
You're up.
so I'm gonna swing.
You see Aina get up, and as she comes up, rakes that warhammer towards the door.
17.
17 hits.
For 4.
Okay. You're slowly chipping away at this thing. You see bits of wood flying off and turning into this thick gray-like substance sticking on the walls as it keeps on writhing and lurching towards you. Doors up. You know what we're doing here. Does a 16 hit? Jesus Christ, I keep rolling 11s now. I'm sorry, I keep hitting you.
That's alright.
Alright, so plus 3 for each, so you're going to take another 8 piercing damage and 8 acid damage.
And I'm unconscious again.
So this is an important question. I just want to clarify.
Yes.
This is regarding the healing.
Okay.
So, since Lycus just used the healing on Aina, does that mean she can't receive it again from that feat from anyone, or just from him?
Give me 1 second to double check that. I want to look at the exact verbiage real quick, so I don't cheat
That basically
you guys,
is,
could
I go and stabilize her?
Yeah, I never considered that. It'll take me 1 second to look it up.
You can stabilize her according to the, because it pretty much mimics the medicine feat. If I read it right.
It's the healer's feat.
Healer. You can stabilize her, but she can't gain that plus 6.
Okay.
Correct.
Stat. But you can stabilize her.
You can get her to 1 hit point as often as you want, but you can't do the 1d6 healing per creature. The creature can't receive 1d6 healing plus more than once per short rest. But you guys can spam 1 healing point all day to him.
Get up!
As long as you have enough charges. Remember, your healers can have 10 charges each, so y'all should be tracking that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure y'all are at, like...
I used 1.
9.
Yeah,
I've used 1,
I
so
think
9.
you're both at 9. Okay.
9.
It looks like this might be a thing. If Aina doesn't get out of there, this is going to be a brawl.
Right? She's the perfect door to this door.
Yeah, there's no way I can back my ass upstairs.
I can do this shit all day. Alright, so Aina, I need to make your roll even though you're about to get picked back up. Alright.
I was actually trying to decide if I was going to.
Lycus and
you're
on.
Going to try and yeet.
Lycus and you're on. Who's going? Okay. You're on. You're up.
Okay.
Yeah, she can go first.
Not going to try right now because all it's doing is just hitting Aina and knocking her back down. So I'm going to move forward. Can I stand over her? Just sort of unconscious?
She's incapacitated, so yeah.
Okay. I'm going to stand over. So, let's see if I can move. Yeah, I'm going to sort of stand over Aina.
Move her off to the side for token management.
Thank you. Sword, I'm just going to try and just smash.
Go for it.
Medusa smash. Nope, that's a nat 1.
Well,
I tried.
You stumble a little bit over Aina, and you catch the door with your shield, and you hold yourself up, and the big mouth comes at you, and you kind of back off a little bit. Anything else?
No, that is all I can do. Actually, this is a question just because I'm curious. Because I've got the two. I think I've got two-handed. No, I don't have two-handed fire. I can't hit things with my shield, can I?
No.
No. Okay.
There's a feat for that.
I will be looking into that.
All right. Is that
no,
it?
that's all I could do. Yeah.
All right, Lycus, you're up.
I'm new target.
Yeah. Got it.
I just kind of like start whistling to myself and pull out some darts and kind of start poking into some stuff, kind of looking around, and that's all I do.
Okay, you got it. Sionis, you're up. Act quick. What are you gonna do?
There's nothing I can really do, like, until you guys get out of the staircase.
Sionis yells, "Get out of the staircase!" Is that it, man?
Yeah.
Okay, you're doing stuff. Kira's just kind of like pacing back and forth, writing down what she can, but she seems completely distraught. She isn't focusing on her writing at all. Alright, so the door lunges out at Euron now, and that is a 15. Does a 15 hit?
15 is exactly my AC.
Alright. So you're going to take 11 piercing damage and 6 acid
Good
damage.
night, Vienna.
Alright, so now
The staircase is clear now?
Yeah, the staircase is clear. 2 people are down there, and you see the door kind of like waddling over both of their bodies. Get up the stairs. Ina.
She's rolling it herself, huh?
Mm-mm.
Or are you rolling ours?
Yeah, I'm rolling it.
Oh. I didn't realize we changed that.
Yeah, totally in the rules and guidance, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for Euron. Unless somebody's gonna pick her up right now. So Lycus, you're up.
Okay, so I turn a corner. I scream at Sionis, "Oh shit, it's coming!" I target this thing, put my flute up to my mouth, and shoot a dart at it.
Alright.
That's a 15. Does a 15 hit?
15 hits.
Okay. I need a DC 10 con save.
Okay. 13, bro.
Fuck. Okay, 4 damage piercing.
Okay.
And then I back against the... come back into the hallway and say, "It's coming!"
You got it. Alright, Sionis, you're up. What are you gonna do?
Alright. I'm gonna whip out my loot.
Okay.
And cast Minor Illusion. Like halfway down the stairs.
Okay.
Of just like a fire. Just to see if this is gonna do anything.
Alright, no, you got it.
Alright, So I've never really done casting. I'm just rolling a 20, or
I mean, for Minor Illusion, do you have to roll anything?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Alright.
I'm just gonna create like a fire right in the middle of the staircase, because I can't really do anything.
Fair enough. You got Sionis, whips out his loot, plays a couple of chords, and then this ring of fire, and it kind of grows and seems to come up from the very stairs themselves, blocking off the entire passageway. This illusion of fire. Alright. The door, Kira's up. Let me see. Nope. The door crawls up the stairs to the point where it's right in front of the fire, and then it kind of hesitates for a second. That's an 18. Alright. Ina. And you're on.
Can I ask how it's looking for us?
Nope.
Someone ask how it's looking for us.
Lycus, you're up.
Same thing. Fuck, I was gonna do it. Alright, that's a 19 to hit. Give me a DC 10 con.
7.
Okay. It's poisoned,
Okay.
and it will take 8 damage.
Alright. The dart flies out. It hits, and you see it kind of shudder for a second through the fire, and then 3 or 4 planks just kind of fall off and turns this gray, icky fluid that's leaking down the stairs around the bodies of Ina and Euron. It's moving slow and kind of it's looking fucked up. Anything else?
It's taken up the entire space of the stairwell, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so I call out, just Cyanus, finish it.
Okay.
We have to get to them.
Cyanus, you're up. As Lycus moves out of the way.
Alright. I'm just gonna bolt straight at it. And do another jumping plunge at it.
Okay. So he darts out, loot in one hand, short sword or spear. Go for it.
Give me a second. My d20 went flying.
Oh, that's a natural one. Didn't you know that? If it leaves the table, it's a nat one. Too much enthusiasm. I'm just kidding. It's never too much enthusiasm. Reroll.
They bounce straight out of my dice mat.
What's it gonna be? What happens?
Alright, that's a 14.
14 hits.
And that's 6.
6. Alright. So you rush through your own illusory fire and you jam your sword into it and rip up right into the mouth, and that's that. It kind of splits down the middle and sunders and then crumbles on both sides, turning into this thicky gray paste, smattering all over the very unconscious bodies of Euron and Aina. Anything else?
Just gonna try disengaging and rolling back to the hall.
Okay.
I'm immediately gonna run in that hole and go heal Aina.
Okay. I have a couple of saves to make first.
No! We're out of initiation. What are you talking about? There's no initiative.
Alright.
It just happened.
Go ahead.
Yay! I stabilize Aina. And then I stabilize Euron.
Alright, so you
I start rubbing the shit out of that snake. Breathe!
Stabilize Aina. That means Euron needs to make another throw. And then you stabilize Euron.
Ah, I just place my hand on both of them. I'm like, y'all owe me so much. And I just start petting her little snake head, petting her side as a horse. Be like, y'all just owe me so much. I almost lost you.
There's a wine.
I start crying.
Wine festival in town. I will get you shit-faced.
I accept. I almost lost my girls.
So their eyes both flutter open.
Also, the
after
snakes a couple of the smaller ones are definitely sort of not quite curling around Lycus's fingers, but they are sort of half there, of sort of like a thank you for not letting us die kind of touch. They're half sentient. Don't let them have that.
Good God, y'all scaring the shit out of me. All right, session 2. Everybody almost dies.
Almost.
Again.
Almost doesn't count. All right, so as you both come to consciousness and a lot of pain, very wounded, Kira kind of rushes past and goes to the end of the hallway, looking down where the door was. And you see this look of absolute terror and fear come across her face.
She's not there, is she?
And she rushes down the hallway.
Euron's gonna get to her feet and follow. Okay. Armor's probably just completely shredded to fuck, but is just running down anyways.
Euron rushes after down the hallway into the grotto. What's everybody else doing? Anything?
Also running after him.
Yeah, I'm also running after Kira because I have some questions for that lady.
Okay.
So I'm Kira's my pursuit.
Okay.
Right now.
Everybody's rushing.
I stand up freaking out because where the hell are you going? You almost died! And I just charge after them all what the?
'Tis but a flesh wound!
Oh shit!
Alright, so everybody charges down into the grotto. As soon as you clear the stairway, You see liquid blue light shimmering and refracting across the slick walls of the rocky grotto, bending and twisting light in ethereal ways. The room is lit by various torches, some small, some huge, and the whole entire room is filled with a vaporous mist of steaming hot springs spread throughout, carving around the rocks and the boulders. You hear water cascading into an underground river somewhere at the rear of the cave, and Kira standing there, 3 to 4 feet in front of you, staring out into the distance. What she's looking at, you can't tell, but she seems to almost be in shock. At that moment, you hear a shrill, echoing cry of extreme agony reverberating throughout the chamber, coming from somewhere much deeper, and Kira darts off into the grotto. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session
Kira.
at. So, that's where we're going to end tonight's session at. Yay for session 2, nobody died! Yay!
Not for lack of trying.
You're all so
Oh,
fucking
man.
heavy. My back. My back.
For carrying us so sweet.
Oh my.
Oh, man.
You're our support.
That was fun. I've never played a door mimic before. That was fun. I'm sorry,
I was not expecting a fucking mimic, dude. I expected a lot of things on that door. Why couldn't that have been the door she hit with a fucking hammer? You know, it's like, oh, another door. Wow.
I thought it was like maybe a magical lock of like stick the amulet in and that'll fix it.
Oh, man. All right. Let's see.
Fucking mimic.
So.
Fucking mimic.
Mimic, man. That was awesome. All right, everybody, I hope you had a good time tonight. I sure did. If you haven't joined Discord yet, please join us on Discord. We chat all throughout the week between the sessions. We have a lot of stuff coming up for Roll for Fun here in the very immediate future. Want you to be a part of it. We love having you with us, and thank you for joining and supporting us here tonight and into the future. Check out our social media if you haven't done so yet. I'd like to give another shout out to Devin Knight, the amazing token artist and sponsor of the channel. It's so gracious and so awesome. Do something a little different tonight. First of all, I hope you guys enjoyed D&D Beyond, the extension that's new. So I hope that added some value for you. We enjoyed it a lot. It's pretty cool. And secondly, I'm gonna try and get in the habit of doing a raid to spread the Roll for Fun love to all the other awesome Dungeons and Dragons players out there. So if you guys stick with the channel, we're gonna go raid. Probably gonna raid Scraticus or Featherfall. Featherfall has less viewers, so let's go raid Featherfall. Just let them know where you came from. Hang out with them a little bit. Spread the love. Join the community. And I hope to see all of you guys in Discord. Have a great night. And thanks once again for coming. Let me start this raid. It's counting down to 10 seconds. So anyway, always remember, if you're not role-playing, you're not doing it right. I'll see y'all next time.